What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Duga, coming at y'all with another video, man. Wow, man. And tonight, man, I'm going to talk about tonight's NFC Championship. You had the San Francisco 49ers beating the Green Bay Packers 37-20 to set up a Kansas City Chiefs versus San Francisco 49ers Super Bowl 54 game, yo. Before I get into this video, man, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on Instagram or send me a friend request on Facebook, I'm going to have my Instagram and my Facebook information down in the description box. Come give me a follow on the gram. Come send me a request on the book. Come holler at your boy, yo. Oh, wow, bro. It's something, man, that, that's going on in the country, man. Just to make a little light of it, that first half was bullying, man. Like, that first half was absolutely bullying, man. I mean, the San Francisco 49ers absolutely dominated the Green Bay Packers. They did what they wanted, when they wanted, how they wanted, and it wasn't nothing the Green Bay Packers could do about it, man. 27-0 at halftime, man. Them boys that was bullying. That was like a big kid looking at a small kid, slapping them, pushing them to the ground, picking them up, slapping them, and pushing them right back to the ground, man. That wasn't even fair out there, yo. Raheem Mostert, man. Wow. Wow, man. What he had over 200 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns. 4 in the NFC Championship game, bro. This is a guy, quite honestly, before this season, I didn't know who he was, man. Like 4 touchdowns, over 200 yards rushing, a San Francisco 49ers postseason record. And the 49ers have, a rich history of postseason success. And for him, to break that record, man, that speaks volumes to him. It speaks volumes to the offensive line, to Kyle Shanahan as a play caller. And I mean, Jimmy G, bro, had the easiest job out of anybody in the country tonight, man. He threw, 8 passes, I want to say? So he threw less than 10 passes for this whole game, man. And he's going to a Super Bowl, bro. He turned around, handed that thing off to Mostert all night, man. The defense just dominated. What a performance, man. Kyle Shanahan, man, I'm impressed with him, man. Not only does he do a whole lot of, pre-snap things before you hike the ball, but he's not afraid, in the NFL where a lot of coaches want to throw the ball 1,000 times a game, just to prove a point, just to show the world, look the quarterback I have, look the play calling I have. Nah, like he old school, man. He knows that I'm going to run the ball until you show you can stop it. And the 49ers, like against Minnesota and tonight against Green Bay, man, they just absolutely flexed their muscles and ran the ball right down the Green Bay Packers and last week the Minnesota Vikings throat, man. That's pretty impressive play calling, man, to stick to what's working, even though it's not pretty, it's not sexy, but it's effective and it gets you into the Super Bowl, yo. Yeah, bro, but George Kittle, I mean, the guy ain't even really catching passes these playoffs, but he's making an impact on the game because of the way that he's blocking in the run game, man. Defensively, bro, like these guys get after it, man. Nick Bosa, D Ford, Eric Armstead, man, DeForest Buckner, they get after the quarterback, man. Greenlaw out there flying around. I didn't see my boy out there tonight like that much, man. Shout out to LSU Tiger Quan Alexander as we have Quan Alexander versus Tyrann Mathieu, 2 LSU guys. One of them gonna get a Super Bowl ring, man, and that makes me feel good. And the secondary, man, Mosley came in for Witherspoon, did a great job. Richard Sherman got beat on one play, but then turns around, gets an interception later in the game. And those safeties, man, Tork and Ward, yo, they bring the wood, man. They hit people. Robert Saleh has done a great job with this defense also, and I feel like, it's kind of, messed up that he didn't get a chance, to get a head coaching job, man. But, man, what a performance by the 49ers, man. Total domination, man. Raheem Mostert was a superstar out there tonight. Last week it was Tevin Coleman, and also prayers to him, man. Looked like he had an elbow injury. Wishing on him a speedy recovery. We'll see if he playing the Super Bowl or not. But Raheem Mostert was a superstar out there tonight, man. The guy got a good burst. The guy was a surfer, for crying out loud, man. And for somebody that most of the country, besides probably 49er fans and, people who know him personally or people that watched him in college, nobody else really knew who he was coming into the season, man. And the guy just was amazing tonight, man. Over 200 yards rushing, 4 TDs, man. A complete dominant performance on the ground, man. They did what they wanted to do, man. And when I look at the Green Bay Packers, man, that first half was horrible, man. That first half, they really looked like they quit, man. It looked like they didn't want no smoke. Looked like they didn't want no part of this physical football game. Like they didn't want to get in a fight, man. They showed offensively, they showed a little more life in the second half. Rodgers started slinging it around a little bit. But defensively, they got punked, man. I mean, you let a team rush for over 200 something yards they had over 200. I forgot what they finished with, but they had like 210 yards rushing in the middle of the third quarter, man. Like that's embarrassing. And this is something the team, because I remember when my Eagles played the Packers early in the year, and we was able to have some success running the football, with Jordan Howard and Miles Sanders. So this is something, man, apparently they've been struggling with all season, man, stopping the run. I did pick the 49ers to win this game by 14. They won by 17. But they're going to have to do something, man. They're going to have to do something to be a more physical football team defensively. Offensively, Aaron Rodgers is amazing. Devontae Adams is amazing. Aaron Jones is amazing. They're going to need another receiver, to play on opposite of Devontae Adams, to come in and, really take some pressure off of him. They're going to have to start looking at future tight ends too. Jimmy Graham's starting to get a little old like that, man. And defensively, man, they're going to have to get some interior linemen, man, some linebackers, some in the box safety, something, man. They absolutely got punked out there, man, by the 49ers, bro. You cannot let a team line up and just run the ball down your throat like that. It's one thing if a team got a hot quarterback, that comes out there and is just slinging the ball all over the field, and you don't have the personnel in the secondary, to really stop that, that's one thing. But when a team comes up like it's 1955 football, walk up to the line of scrimmage with an I formation, go down, come up there, down, say hut, and turn around and hand the ball off to a running back all night long, and it ain't nothing you could do about it to stop it. That's not what's up, man. That's not what's up, man. That's pretty embarrassing. And if it wasn't for Rodgers, which and to be honest, he played horrible tonight, man. I know, like I said, I'm giving him probably too much credit for scoring in the second half when the game pretty much was well out of hand. Aaron Rodgers was awful tonight, man. That interception in the first half, that fumble really, when Green Bay seems like they had a little momentum or something going on that little drive there, and to just have that terrible fumble was bad, man. A lot of people are going to talk about the fact that as great as Aaron Rodgers is, he's only been to one Super Bowl. He's lost like a bunch of NFC championship games, man. And I know it all ain't on him. All ain't on him, man. Throughout the years, but tonight he was terrible, man. Granted, I know the offensive line didn't play well. I know the defense was just absolutely horrible. The same defense after they beat Mitchell Trubisky week 1, he up there telling everybody we got a defense now. No, you don't. You're just playing Mitchell Trubisky, but he was awful, man. He gonna have to get better, man. He obviously still has a lot left in the tank. He's going to come back next year and I believe have a very good season. But, people are going to start questioning him about, his performance, in these big time games, in these NFC championship, type of games, man, because, it's tough, man. Like You know, the NFC is deep, man. The 49ers this year came out of nowhere. They was on nobody's radar, you know, to start the season. You got Jimmy G coming off of an ACL. You didn't really know any of their wide receivers. You knew Kittle was pretty good, but you didn't know any of their wide receivers. You didn't know how Coleman would do, you know, outside of outside of a Falcons uniform. You didn't know anything about Mostert or these other guys. And defensively, you knew they had some first-round draft picks up front, but you didn't know they would play this well early on. So, you know, Green Bay gonna have to do something, man, about that run defense. But tonight, man, it's all about the San Francisco 49ers, man. I had to eat crow by picking the Minnesota Vikings last week. I learned my lesson. I picked them this week, and they did what they were supposed to do, man. Big time Super Bowl, man. 49ers and Chiefs, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But congrats on the 49ers for getting to the Super Bowl, yo. And a little side note, man, this is the last time the 49ers won the Super Bowl too, man. It was in Miami when they beat the San Diego Chargers, and Super Bowl is in Miami this year. We'll see. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go on, hit the like button for your boy and subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. I'm going to have Philadelphia Eagles and NFL content throughout the year. Also, this coming Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to do a live Q&A. Y'all can come on there, ask me anything, tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live, yo. Y'all should join me. It'll be some good stuff. Until then, man, y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.